Alright, so today we're going to talk about the David and Goliath story. Yes, everybody know the David and Goliath story as it is told to us in 1 Samuel 17. And it starts off thus. Now the Philistines gathered their forces for war and assembled at Succoth in Judea. They pitched camp at Ephes. Pardon me if I'm butchering the names. And essentially, Saul and the Israelites assembled and camped in the valley, and they drew their battle lines to meet the Philistines. So, as we know from further in the story, a champion named Goliath, he was from Gath. He came from the Philistines' camp, and he weighed 6 cubits and a span. Yes, he was very tall. I think that transcends to about 68 feet thereabout, you know. He had a bronze helmet, and the Bible went on to describe what he was wearing and the weight of his armor. Basically, they said weighed 5,000 shekels, and he basically had him fully covered. Put it away, he was fully armored, fully covered. The story went on to tell us that Goliath basically issued a challenge, and him say, "Yo," in a nutshell, he said, "You know what? Let us have this one-on-one combat, and let us spare the armies for fighting. Let us just have a one-man forward out here and come fight me." Now let us pause that part of the story. We're gonna flip now to David. David is, as we know it, a shepherd boy. David, he used to go back and forth, as the Bible tells us. David go back and forth to transport stuff um, to his brothers from his father, and basically to the army. The commander of the unit sometimes get even things from them. The Bible even tell us he got some cheese. He got 10 cheeses to take along for the commander. So in this instance, David not even did a part of the war. David literally did a doing normal day-to-day activities, tending to his sheep. You know, if one and two, one wolf coming, would have fight it off, and one lion, he would have use him spear, and defend himself and the sheep that he was so tasked. Anyways, fast forward the story, David took his stuff to there and um, put back the Goliath part of it inside of it now. So Goliath had issued a challenge, say, pick somebody come forward, and every morning he would step out and double check if nobody not ready for forward yet. And this morning in question, he came there, and David was issuing the things to who he was supposed to. He left the things basically with the keeper of the supplies, and he ran to the battle line and asked his brothers how they were. So basically he was checking on his brothers to say, "Oh, not go on, we don't stay, war go on and battle lines drawn, I want to stay, I want to good. And so basically at that point when he was talking to them, Goliath forward, as usual, mornings, Goliath forward and say, "Yo, what go on? I'm not ready for war yet, and I said, another one man are willing to you can take me on and just see if on the self or something there." No. Ah, girl, this is actually surprising. David, seeing all of this here, David kind of feel some type of way. David, I said, "Nah, man. Why uno make this man over there so a disrespect to no? So how come uno allow him if you do this, David, he shock. David, I said, but easy. If you disrespect my people, them so war, and also they were not doing anything about it. They were literally standing there watching him, taunting them or even saying what he was saying. So fast forward now a little further, David brother, the kind of the frat. Yes, Jamaican parlang, David brother. So David brother, they basically frat kind of say, "Yo, why you come here? Why did he come down here if you come? Why are you here?" Essentially asking his brother to say, what we can come down here, if you can try to see if we good or if we can check, that's me inferring the latter part. However, Fast forward, I not even know how he reached there so, but it reached there quick and fast. David ready step up, take on the challenge. Even when questioned by the king, to say, yo, if you have no experience at the battle thing, yeah, David would have even feel good now himself. Somebody will pop up their resume and then CV with some little thing what they do, try to make it little bigger than it is. David profess, man, I mean, me deal with it already. I regular me fight off wolf and lion and them thing there, so can hold it own, I would have been skeptical about throwing David out there. I agree with them, but I'm actually skeptical about even saying to him, go forward. Seeing that you not even have no war experience, brother. You not have nothing, you're not even in the war, you're not even in our reserve in the war. You're actually not in contemplation of this battle in any regard. You're not in our army, you're not even a reserve of our army. You come give people in our army food as moral support essentially. As I said, David basically give him assurance to say, yo, yeah man, more long, more one already, and even though I don't know, big battle like this, me hold on my own. Fast forward, David was now in his armor. Then throw David in the armor, sitting some big old heavy something for throw down, weigh down David. And David I said, no, really and truly, this is not what I used when I was out there. When I was out there, it was just the presence of the Lord with me, in me, flowing through me, and my courage to defend my flock. So really and truly, them something I got work with me. So give me what me used to. Anyways, you walk out there and you go like that bright, Goliath look on him, good son of God. And I say, am I a dog that you come to me with stones and sticks? Like, who says that? Goliath clearly was a pompous person. But Goliath, I guess because he knew his experience in battle, because he knew that, hey, I regularly murder people. So why are you coming in front of me with sticks and stones? My arm alone, my spear alone, not even take out his spear, my shield alone could have used to lick you over and kill you. That's essentially what he was saying. In his mind, I guess, because he was overly confident in himself and his abilities, having experience, I am assuming, several wars. Anyways, David just gave him a little assurance. You come to me with a sword and a spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the enemies of Israel, whom you have defied. So David done till I write that, so you not even just this my people, you had this my God, and you got too far. So this is the remedy for it. And we both know the rest of it in how David triumphed over Goliath. But the essence of what I want to say is sometimes your destiny is not one that you even fathom. Sometimes your destiny is preordained, yes, but it's something that you might not even know until you are in the moment to make a split decision for said destiny. Look at David. David went there for what purpose? To do what? Give food, give rations, basically give and get assurance to bring back home. That's it. That was the remit of David's mission that he knew of when he was leaving home. But when he went to where he was supposed to go, his mission completely changed. He literally is now the person that saved Israel. The shepherd boy, yes, the one that brought the food, the one that was there just to check if everybody else is fine, to tell back persons at home that they are fine. Sometimes you're looking at yourself to say that you're not as significant as you think that you are, because at this present moment you are not where you are supposed to be, because currently you don't really know where your destiny lies. I'm saying to you, trust the Lord. He ordains our steps. Trust the process. The process might not be one that you see or fully understand, but at least when you get the respective milestones, you will realize that this walk was not me and me alone. This journey was templated a long time ago, and all I'm doing is filling in the blanks. Be a David in your David and Goliath story. Enjoy where you are now. Live in the moment. Make the best of it. Also know that this will not be the end. This is just one of the many prongs in the process line on the life of on the road that you call life. This long journey that you will take during the course of your life. So be blessed.